Or even the enemy is just a kid. What the hell? Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to Band of Brothers Episode 5. So, last episode, I mean, so far in general, the miniseries has just been excellent. Very well made, very well acted. I mean, to the point, just something I want to mention briefly, but the acting feels so good that I almost don't notice it, if that makes sense. And I think I've made this point in other reactions before, but it really helps with just the submersiveness. That's not the right term. It helps with the immersion of, you know, a show that's really capturing the raw grit and brutality of the war. I think it's very important that the acting is really good, and I think that across the board, I mean, credit to the cast, it's quite a few different characters, quite a few different actors. I think everybody, like, no one has taken me out of it whatsoever. There hasn't really been a single beat where I'm watching the show and I'm like, oh yeah, these are actors, you know, wearing makeup, and I just don't even think about it. Their performances just feel so genuine and authentic. But really, props to them. That's not easy to do, and the casting directors, everybody involved, you know, to get so many different characters at that level is quite impressive. So that's just something briefly I was kind of thinking about this miniseries in general that I think stands out. But for this episode, I don't know exactly what, you know, the focus is going to be. I don't look at the titles before watching them, but I'm interested to find out. I really think this is some high quality television so far. But as always, the full reactions are up on Patreon if you want to see the full reactions or future reactions. For now, let's just get into today's episode. Band of Brothers, Episode 5. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, no way, Tom Hanks directed this episode. Heck, I'll be interested to see.
If you're a leader, you lead the way. Not just on the easy ones, you take the tough ones, too.
Good leader has to understand people that are under him, understand their needs, their desire, how they think a little.
Seemed like he always made the right decision.
They're speaking about Winters, I'm assuming.
Some of the officers, I don't think I'd follow them in the water. He was one of the best.
He went right in there and he never thought of not being first and somebody in his
Lead by example, the epitome of that. Who are you running away from? Talk about an intense opening.
Wake up. The one is back at regiment.
Okay, go ahead. I'll be right down.
Got 10 minutes.
Boy.
Honestly, that's me every morning.
Okay.
God damn it.
A true friend right there.
Oh, that's my own piss,
Oh,
for
what?
Christ's sake.
Oh, that's so nasty. That's so nasty. Wasn't there some water around?
I mean, we're the only unit in the group. The Germans on the German side of the Rhine. You listening to me? Hang on every word.
Jess, the British lost 8,000 men. Dobie has been tasked with coordinating some kind of rescue operation.
Make their way to the riverbank and assemble in the woods here tonight.
Get them back across the Rhine as fast as possible.
Rendezvous point is isolated and landable. I swam it myself last night.
Okay, Michael Phelps.
The V for victory with a handheld red torch. That would be a handheld red flashlight.
Appreciate the translation.
If you need anything at all, you come to me.
I can hardly ask for more.
I haven't seen your endorsement in the Market Garden after action.
I have them in CV 1300.
Still waiting to write citations on that 5 October operation.
The report, yes, sir.
He's got a lot of work to do. I will never understand how people are able to use typewriters like that without having backspace.
New guys, even the replacements, swear one of them was never shaved. This is a hell of a dog, Tab.
There you go.
Call it, Taff.
Trigger.
Good, I like that.
Yeah, that's a good name.
We got penetration. All right, get him on the table.
Oh,
Allie. All right, I got this. Easy. Allie, you gonna be...
Oh.
What happened?
Where was it?
Crossroads.
If it wasn't for your loud mouth, nobody was
Hey, you know what, Joe? Back off.
Lesnevsky, center runner for Lieutenant Welsh.
First squad on your feet! Weapons and ammo, let's move! Let's go!
I mean, it feels like they're the Minutemen. You have to be ready to go anytime.
Quickly, we gotta move.
I like that we're cutting between kind of the mundane action of him typing up the report and then the actual intensity of being there when it happened.
G-42?
Yeah.
What the hell are they shooting at?
Regimental headquarters. But that's 3 miles. Why are they giving away their position?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Got to get out anyway. Hold it here. Wait for my signal.
Could they be trying to lure them in, maybe, by giving away the position?
This is our fallback position. Here. Mortars, deploy here. First squad, on me.
I mean, what could they possibly be shooting at? Quiet.
Second on the right, first on the right, third on the right.
Dang, that's so smart so they don't shoot at the same guy, right? I wouldn't even think of something like that.
2 rounds, HE quick.
Good shooting, good shooting.
Fall back!
Stay low with those machine guns.
Have on the crowd, face this side! How many crowds left up there? Got 7 in 1 blow.
Yeah, thanks to Winters, like that was a well-executed attack.
Fall back! Harry, jump in, got your balance in first platoon, on double! And another machine gun! Go get that machine gun on the right flank, go!
Oh,
Fuck! Dukeman's down!
the transition of sound effects from the gunshot to the typewriter.
They're behind a solid roadway embankment. We're in a ditch. You can outflank us along the dike and catch us out here as they figure that out.
And Winters is more than brave. He's smart too. He knows the tactics.
Alien, as far as I know.
What are your orders?
Got no choice.
You'll take 10 men along the dike. I'll take 10 up the middle, so follow me. Questions? Go.
So they're basically forced to attack because they have the inferior position, right?
I don't know why I'm still doing this.
What, drinking?
Hiding in your footlocker. Captain, for Christ's sake.
Old habits.
Why don't you just give it up?
Drinking.
No, hiding it in my footlocker. You're a captain for Pete's.
Maybe this is a perfect place to stop drinking. Cheers. No, that's not literature. You just keep it simple. Try writing in the first person plural. Say we a lot.
Thanks for the tip.
What are you, an English major?
Fix bayonets. Go on the red smoke.
The way Tom Hanks directs, like, the calm before the storm is so good.
No, wait! Wait for the signal!
What happened to the smoke? That was a long delay. That was the opening. Holy, there's that many of them? Right. Get down, Winters. I mean, they completely surprised them. I mean, the Germans are just sitting ducks. Is he counting the number of men he's killed?
Holy shit!
What?
It's a whole other company! Oh shit!
There's a ton of men.
Crowds in the open! Fire for effect!
He's telling me that they're Polish.
There ain't no Poles in the SS! Move! Come and see here!
Wait, what?
Send lightning a contact report. Get up there where you can spot the fall of those rounds. Go! Easy company, take cover!
Dude, get out.
Jesus Christ, they got me! Get Boyle! He's down! Come on!
Captain, they're SS.
Jump! Knock it off!
Damn it, what?
You're bleeding.
It's nothing,
I want
Captain.
you to take these prisoners back to battalions. Drop your ammo.
Kidding me? What are you
Give
doing?
me your weapon.
Is he worried he's gonna kill all the prisoners?
1 round. Johnny, how many prisoners do we have?
Got 11 right now.
You drop a prisoner, the rest will jump you. Prisoners back up battalion CP, alive.
Good for Winters, man. And smart of him to spot, you know, one of his men who might be vengeful.
You believe I said that?
Don't worry about an embarrassing line, dude. It's okay.
We had them on the run. Then they hit us with their 88 zeroed in on this crossroad. Only 22 wounded.
Lucky. 22 wounded, huh?
Yeah, 1 killed.
Hey, you're looking at 2 full companies of SS out there. 50 dead, probably another 100 wounded.
That was a very successful attack. I mean, obviously the weight of any men being injured or killed.
Yeah, that's water. Okay.
I think that's meaningful that he didn't answer him when he asked if he's okay.
Ollie Horton was killed.
Major Horton's dead.
How'd you feel about handling the battalion? Moving you up to executive officer, 2nd Battalion.
Well, I know I could handle them in the field, sir.
You're a solid tactician and a good leader.
It's great he recognizes that because it's very true.
Who do you think will be taking over easy, sir?
Bruce Heiliger can command Easy Company.
Lieutenant Heiliger would be my choice, sir.
Finish your novel yet? A lot of homework.
That executive officer was supposed to be a fun job.
This is what happens when you get a promotion, just more and more paperwork.
Lenski's my orderly.
Well, rank does have its privileges.
I like how they're giving him a hard time.
Black, no sugar. Bacon sandwich. You want something? Bacon sandwich. I think somebody wishes he were back in charge of Easy Company.
I thought I might give you the heads up.
Pegasus. Everybody know their job?
Colonel Dobie knows his stuff.
Speed is the key. Keep moving and lead the way.
Dick, Easy's in good hands.
So he can't help it. He cares so much. He's like, wants to make sure everything is run well.
Good luck, Moose. Are we sure on the intelligence of this? Is Easy walking into another company of Germans no one can see?
Why don't we ask Moose when he gets back?
If they do run into any trouble, you let me know.
Run into any bacon sandwich, do the same, all right?
How are they going to do without Winters there on the field with them?
So, Colonel, where are they?
Lester,
What?
come on in.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see a bloody Yank.
A friend, an ally is an ally, you know?
Boats are all secure, sir. The Brits are on the way past the word. We're ready to go, sir. Where's the rest of you?
And here we all are.
Well, let's go.
Speed is the key. Remember what Winters said, move quickly, let's go.
I've done the Red Devils a great service, making it possible for us to return, fight the enemy on another day.
Oh, look at that. Well done.
To Easy Company, Krahi!
In his own way, he seems to really miss it, you know? He's such a natural, like, with the men and in the field.
You know where they came from. Train your new platoon leaders and trust your non-coms.
Halt! It's Moose!
What the?
Hold your fire!
What the hell? What the heck? Oh, come on.
Stay away from me, Moose. Here, look at my eyes.
Several Lieutenant Wells, now!
Sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
You're a long way from home, Private.
Richard!
I got him, Harry. You give him morphine?
Yeah, 3 cigarettes, maybe.
Jesus Christ, were you trying to kill him? It's important to let me know how much medication the man has had, huh?
In a lot of pain, Doc. We didn't know what to do.
Yeah, well, you oughta. Grown-ups, you oughta know. All right, let's go. Come on, move it.
Can you imagine they kill him by giving him too much morphine? Oh, friendly fire. Jeez, man.
And the guys are already calling him Foxhole Norman.
The only thing holding together Easy Company is the NCOs, Tacoma man.
Sergeant Garnier here to see you.
Welcome back, Bill.
True, I never thought I'd see you behind a desk, sir.
How their relationship has changed.
Hey, well, from the hospital to get back here, sir. I hope that's not going to cause you a problem.
Would you care if it did?
Not a bit, sir. A letter for you here from Moose. Lieutenant Heiliger, sir. It's recovering, but it's going to be a long haul.
Thank goodness he made it, though.
Just go find some trouble.
Hey, Bill.
Sir,
No more joyriding, right?
you, my friend, are headed to Paris. That's a 48-hour pass. Decided that you need a little dose of civilization.
Little mandatory rest.
Second that.
You deserve it, Winters. You really, really do. Watch where you're moving your chair, bro. I mean, it stays with you, right? Or even the enemy is just a kid.
Le train s'arrête ici, on doit tous descendre.
How long has it been? How long has it been since he had a bath?
I'm John Wayne. Costume department set me up with these great Navy.
Honestly, this is what reaction videos are.
Movie 13 times, okay?
Well, I haven't, so shut up.
That's the comment section.
Skip!
Come on.
I was at home in Tonawanda, but then Hitler started this whole thing. How'd you make out in crabs? Not so bad. Here's your $60 aboard.
Oh, look at that.
And a tip.
He did well. Look at that.
What are you gonna do with all that dough? Blow most of it in Paris as soon as possible. Give me a tip.
Hey, Buck. How are you feeling? Your wounds heal?
You feel like the movie's too good to respond.
Buck, is that any good?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Was he, like, experiencing something similar to Winters on the train right there? It almost seems like it.
Won't anybody give you a line? Got that, Benny.
Got that penny.
Got a penny?
Oh.
Broken through in the Ardennes forest. All officers report to respective HQs. Passes are canceled.
How is it that the Fourth Army's problem gets dumped on the airborne?
Bigger problem, Lieutenant Dyke. Men returning to action without proper cold weather clothing and not enough ammo.
That's a serious problem.
Get what materials you have before you roll out. K-rations, as many as you can scrounge.
What about ammo?
There is no more ammo. Get it amongst the men as best you can, so at least everybody has something.
What a difference a day makes, huh, Lieutenant? I want to know where they're sending us. What the hell we're supposed to do with no ammo? Got any ammo, Junior?
What about socks, Junior? You got extra socks?
You need 4 minimum. Feet, hands, neck, balls.
Extra socks.
Get my goddamn boots for a cigarette.
How about some smokes
then? Yeah, I got some smokes.
It's like when you take out a stick of gum among friends, it's like, that's gone.
Guys, 15 minutes. Smoke them if you got it.
Welcome to Belgium. This area's known as Bastogne. Perimeter around Bastogne, dig in tight as a tip.
Sir, we're a little short on ammunition.
Captain, you beg, borrow, or steal ammo, but you defend this area.
Sir.
Oh, get these guys some ammo, man. That's the least you can do for them.
Jesus Christ. Come here, look at this. Come here, look at this. What the hell is going on? You're going the wrong way.
I think they're falling back.
What happened? Where the hell you going?
They came out of nowhere. They slaughtered us. You gotta get out of here.
You just got here. Ammo. Come on.
Take it.
That's smart, honestly. If they are moving back, get the ammo from them at least. But talk about something terrifying, seeing everyone moving back, saying you gotta leave, and that they were just slaughtered.
Come on, give me your ammo. Who's got ammo? Who's got grenades?
I got ammo! Grab what you can!
Oh, good, good.
You're a godsend.
I heard you guys are coming in. There's an ammo dump, so I'll try to make another ammo run if I can.
Wait, is that Jimmy Fallon?
Thank you, sir.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe Jimmy Fallon is in this.
Division's about to cut the road south. Looks like you guys are gonna be surrounded.
The paratroopers, Lieutenant, are supposed to be surrounded.
That's like a Spartan reply or something, Winters. They're going up there and even higher in legendary status. I mean, talk about the worst conditions. Alright, so that is Band of Brothers episode 5. That was an excellent, excellent episode. I mean, I gotta give credit to Tom Hanks. I'm glad that he wasn't just a producer, he actually directed an episode. I don't think maybe Spielberg directs an episode. That would be really, really cool. I think I would have heard of that if he had, though. But speaking of this episode and Tom Hanks, I mean, I've never seen Tom Hanks direct anything before, but he is one hell of a director. I mean, that was very well done. A couple, I kind of mentioned it briefly in the reaction, but a couple of the fighting sequences with right before they snapped into action, like everything would drop away, the sound, and it was quiet and intense, and like you could just, I'm not breaking it down perfectly, but the build up and the anticipation right before, you know, the gunfire erupted was just very, very well done, and just helped maximize kind of the anxiety of that moment right before snapping into action. And then also a couple of the sequences with Winters, you know, with him in the train, with kind of the lights flashing and changing colors, and how that we just catch snapshots of the blood and the violence going on in those moments as he like looked and saw that young kid who of course reminded him of the soldier that he shot and killed. Just really, really effective in the directing. And then just in general, I really loved how this episode focused in on Winters, and we just got to spend more time with him. We really got to see him in action. I mean, I already knew he was a great leader, but seeing like how tactical and how smart and how he can just adapt, and the things that he thinks of that not everyone else does, you know, just shows like how extremely competent he is in these very, very challenging circumstances that are, of course, constantly changing and with the highest stakes possible. And then I really like, to me, it almost, and maybe there's different interpretations for how to take it, but when he was kind of typing up the report and remembering back, to me, the reason why he was taking so long was because he was reliving the trauma of that experience and the horror of the memories. And it almost felt, the way that was edited, it almost felt like it highlighted how completely inadequate, you know, reading a report or just seeing those words on paper is at really capturing the emotion and the brutality of what really went down as we like flash between those two sequences. And then I'm sure this is very accurate to real PTSD. I mean, I don't have any firsthand experience. I'm obviously not a professional, but it felt from what the little bits that I've heard, very realistic, where, you know, it kind of surprised Winters, you know, like he was off, you know, kind of on his, I don't know exactly what you would call it. Like, would you call it R&R? But he had a little break basically. And it just surprised him in the middle of just sitting on that train. That's when he was attacked with just the weight and the PTSD, you know. And I even like how with Winters, you know, I think one of the things weighing on his mind and that just kept flashing back to him was killing the enemy, you know, and seeing that, you know, German soldier was just a kid himself. You know, because from a certain perspective, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, you're just on two opposing. I mean, obviously it matters. You know, if you're in war with someone, you're fighting the Germans who are doing evil things. But on an individual basis, to me at least, there's almost a side of it where it doesn't matter. You know, you're one human being staring down at another human being who I'm sure Winters was reflecting in his mind is like, just some young kid, you know, who knows what his backstory, how he got to where he is, or what he was brainwashed into thinking. But, I mean, you obviously have to shoot in that situation, and he did, but that weighs on you. It's not like that's just something that you can move on past and everything's okay. But just a really, really well-directed episode, and, you know, like I said, I really like how it kind of honed in a little bit more on Winters and just his personal experience in combat, you know, getting the promotion, but also, you know, the emotional weight of what his character is dealing with. And how he could even recognize, like, other characters as well. Like, because he's living through that, he could see kind of the trauma on someone else's face. Like, there's that mutual understanding in a way that I'm sure can only fully be felt by someone who has lived in a similar experience. But yeah, thank you to everyone for watching along. Hope you enjoyed that reaction. The next episode of Band of Brothers will be out in a week. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.